This video is about, she was his queen, but his pack wanted a different Luna. If this story captivates you, please like the video, share it with loved ones, and write in the comments how it touched your heart. The moon hung high, casting a silver glow across the sprawling woods of Crescent Hollow. A gentle breeze rustled through the leaves, carrying with it the whispers of a fateful night. In the heart of the vast forest, the air was thick with tension, the kind that could make even the bravest werewolf's heart race. Alina leaned against the rough bark of an ancient oak, her dark hair cascading in waves, shimmering under the moonlight. The scent of her mate, Kale, a powerful alpha, brushed against her senses, igniting a warmth within her. Yet tonight, that warmth felt overshadowed by an unshakable dread. "Kale, we need to talk," she said, her voice barely rising above the rustle of the leaves. He stepped from the shadows, his form lithe and imposing. His golden eyes, fierce yet tender, locked onto hers. "What is it, Alina?" His tone was gentle, but there was an undeniable edge to it, a reminder of the weight of his responsibilities. "I can feel the tension in the pack," she whispered, her heart racing. "They're not accepting me as your Luna, they want someone different." Kale's jaw clenched, a muscle ticking beneath his skin. "They'll come to see you as I do. You are meant to be my queen, Alina. But what if they don't?" Her voice was tight with emotion. "What if they turn against us, your father?" "Enough." Kale's voice thundered through the night, startling a flock of birds from their roosts. His rage simmered just beneath the surface, fueled by frustration and a deep-seated need to protect her at all costs. "My father will not dictate my heart." Silence stretched between them, fraught with unspoken fears. Alina took a step closer, her hand reaching out to graze his arm, grounding them both. "You know what they think an Omega like me shouldn't be Luna. They want a more traditional match." He shook his head, golden eyes fierce. "Your lineage is ancient, Alina. You are more than just an Omega. You are my mate. You are destined to be by my side." "But destiny can be cruel," she replied, her voice trembling. "What if they force you to choose?" Kale's gaze darkened, and for a moment she saw a flicker of doubt mar the confidence that usually radiated from him. "I will never choose anyone but you." Their bond pulsed, a tether that linked their souls, but the weight of his pack loomed large. Whispers of discontent wafted through the trees, the doubts echoed in her mind, each one a dagger to her heart. That night, they stood on the precipice of something monumental. Kale, the alpha destined to lead, and Alina, the Omega with an ancient lineage, entwined in a battle against their own world. It was a love story written in the stars, yet shadowed by the doubts of the earthbound. As the night deepened, the pack gathered near the clearing, their howls reverberating through the forest, raw and primal. Alina felt the vibrations in her bones, each note a reminder of her place or a lack thereof in their world. "Kale," she murmured, stepping back from him, the distance between them feeling like miles. "You need to speak to them, show them you want to be swayed." His expression softened, gaze flickering with concern. "I don't want to put you in the line of fire. They will challenge me." "They already are," she countered, determination hardening her voice. "Face them, Kale, for us." He held her gaze, uncertainty swirling within him. Finally, he nodded. "All right, but if they push you aside, I'll stand firm, I promise," Alina vowed, squeezing his hand tight, drawing strength from their bond. The moon cast an ethereal glow on them as they approached the clearing, the pack's tension palpable. They formed a semicircle, eyes glinting with suspicion and challenge. Kale stepped forward, Alina beside him, her heart pounding fiercely. "Crescent Hollow," Kale began, his voice steady. "I stand before you with my mate, Alina. She is the Luna I choose." A low murmur swept through the crowd, disbelief etched on their faces. Their alpha had chosen Omega, and the whispers of dissent rose like a storm. One wolf stepped forward, a burly figure with graying fur, his voice booming. "Kale, your choice undermines our traditions. We need a strong Luna, one who can bear strong heirs." Alina clenched her fists, feeling the weight of the pack's scrutiny. "I may be an Omega, but I carry the spirit of our ancestors. I can guide and protect this pack as fiercely as any," she declared, her voice rising. They stared at her, disbelief mixed with intrigue. Kale's pride swelled, but the older wolf continued, shaking his head. "You don't belong in this role, girl. You will bring only weakness." "Enough." Kale's voice roared above the fray, silencing the pack. "I will not have my mate insulted. She is my choice, and that is final." "But what if we refuse to accept her?" Another voice challenged, a younger wolf stepping forward, his eyes gleaming with defiance. "You will be challenged, Kale. Are you prepared to lose everything?" The air crackled with tension, and the primal instincts of pack hierarchy surged through the clearing. Kale's expression darkened, the fierce protector awakening within him. Bring forth your challenge. I will not back down. Alina's heart raced, knowing the dangers that lay ahead. Kale, please, she whispered urgently, fear flooding her senses. Don't he do this? But he shook his head, determination set in stone. This is for us, Alina. I want to let them dictate our bond. The challenge was set, and a duel for dominance loomed on the horizon. Alina felt her heart twist painfully in her chest. Love and dread entwined like vines. As the pack began to chant, calling upon the spirits of the forest to witness the impending duel, she stepped forward, desperation igniting her spirit. Kale, if you must fight, promise me you will return to me. His gaze softened, the fierce alpha demeanor momentarily slipping. I swear it, my Luna. But as the first claw and fang clashed in the clearing, Alina could only hope that destiny would not tear them apart. A battle was brewing, not only for power but for a love that defied the very fabric of their world. The moon watched silently, a guardian of their fates, as the echoes of their struggle filled the night, binding them together with every heartbeat. In the glow of that sacred light, Alina knew their love was written in the stars, but the path to claiming it lay shrouded in shadows. Alina stood at the edge of the clearing, the tension palpable as Kale prepared for battle. The air crackled with a blend of fear and anticipation, a storm brewing not just in the atmosphere but within her heart. She could feel the eyes of the pack upon her, their whispers laced with doubt and scorn, yet she held her head high, determined to back Kale, her mate, the alpha she loved fiercely. Kale, she called, her voice trembling slightly but filled with resolve. Remember, this isn't just about proving yourself, it's about us, about our future. He turned to her, his expression softening amidst the rage swelling in his golden eyes. I know, Alina, but if I don't fight for you now, I'll be fighting against my own blood forever. I can allow them to dictate my heart. Before she could respond, the older wolf stepped forward, his posture exuding dominance. You think you can stand against tradition, Kale? You are risking everything for a mate who doesn't belong in your world. Alina's heart sank with each word, feeling the weight of his claim. I may be an Omega, but I am not weak. I deserve to stand beside him. Her voice rang out, strong yet laced with desperation. I love him, and that should be enough. The crowd murmured, surprise rippling through their ranks. Kale's pride flared at her declaration, but the elder wolf only scoffed. Love won't win battles, girl. Strength does. Strength isn't just muscle, it is heart, it is spirit. Alina countered, stepping closer to Kale, their bond radiant between them. If you can see that, you are blind to the true nature of a pack. The tension hung in the air like a thick fog as Kale stepped forward, grounding himself. If I must duel, then I will, but know this, I fight for love, for unity, and if I fall, I want you to stand strong, Alina. Do not let them take away our dreams. With a fierce determination, Alina nodded, feeling the bond between them shimmer with an unbreakable energy. I will stand, Kale, but I believe in you. I believe in us. The younger wolf, eager for blood, stepped into the clearing, fist clenched, eyes glinting with ambition. Let us settle this once and for all, Alpha, he challenged, his voice a low growl. Prove she is worthy, or let her go. Kale inhaled deeply, his instincts flaring, but he remained calm. One challenge, no weapons, only our strength and will. Are you prepared to face me? The pack erupted in cheers, primal howls filling the night sky. Alina felt her heart race as she watched Kale take his stance, muscles rippling beneath his skin, fierce and determined. She stood at the edge, a silent guardian, her heart entwined with his every breath. As the duel began, the two wolves circled one another, muscles coiled like springs. Kale's movements were fluid, graceful, each step a testament to his strength and training. The younger wolf lunged, teeth bared, and Kale dodged with practiced ease, countering with a fierce swipe of his paw. Come on, Kale, Alina shouted, a voice echoing through the clearing. Show them your heart. He met her gaze, and for a moment, the world around them faded. In that glance, she saw not just an alpha but the man she had fallen for, the one who had promised her a place beside him. The connection surged through her, a fierce warmth igniting her spirit. With renewed vigor, Kale charged forward, tackling the younger wolf to the ground. The pack roared, the din of their excitement clashing with her fears. She could see the tension etched in Kale's brow, the effort it took to keep control, to maintain the dignity of their bond amidst the chaos. But the younger wolf was relentless, rolling free and launching himself at Kale again. Alina's breath hitched as she witnessed the furious clash of claws and teeth, each blow resonating through her very being. You are stronger than this, you are my mate, she cried, desperation fueling her voice. Kale's fierce golden eyes locked onto hers, a flicker of doubt crossing his features for just a moment. It was enough for the younger wolf to capitalize, landing a shot to KL's side. He staggered back, gasping for breath, pain sparking through his muscles. "What?" Alina shouted, her heart breaking at the sight. She wasn't just an observer, she was part of this fight. "Kale, please remember who you are." He drew in a shuddering breath, catching her eyes once more. With each heartbeat, their bond pulsed, urging him to rise to fight. "I will never let you go," he vowed, the fierce determination igniting within him once more. With newfound strength, he surged forward, catching the younger wolf off guard. KL's claws found purchase, and he pinned his opponent down, the weight of his alpha presence looming large. "You'll never take her from me," he growled, voice low and menacing. The pack fell silent, awe eclipsing their earlier defiance. KL's dominance radiated around him, and with it came the whispers of awe. KL's fierce love for Alina shone through, a beacon amidst the shadows of uncertainty. "Yield," Kale commanded, breathless but unwavering. "I will not fight you forever, but I will not abandon my mate." The younger wolf, as defiance flickered, uncertainty creeping into his eyes. "If the pack will not accept her, they will see her strength." Kale interrupted, standing tall, his gaze sweeping over the pack. "Alina is not just an Omega, she's my mate, my Luna, and I will lead this pack with her by my side, no matter the cost." With a reluctant growl, the younger wolf relented, surrendering beneath KL's weight. The pack erupted into a cacophony of howls, the tension that had charged the air dissipating like mist in the morning light. Alina felt tears prick at her eyes, relief flooding her senses. Kale released the younger wolf, allowing him to skulk away in defeat. He rose, panting, but the fire in his eyes remained unwavering. "Now do you see?" he called out, voice ringing clear. "Alina is my choice, and I will not be swayed." A murmur rippled through the pack, some voices still uncertain, but others began to chant her name, a newfound respect weaving through the ranks. "Alina, Luna, Kale, and Alina." She stepped forward, heart racing, overwhelmed by the shift in energy. "I will stand with you, all I will protect our pack," she declared, her voice strong and unwavering. "Together, we will forge a future that honors our traditions while embracing the love that binds us." Kale turned to her, pride swelling within him. "You are everything I ever wanted, my Luna. You fought for us today, and I'll honor that forever." But as the celebrations began to unfold around them, a shadow flickered at the edge of the woods. A figure emerged, cloaked in darkness, eyes glinting with malice. Alina's breath caught in her throat as she recognized the threatening presence of KL's father, the former alpha. "You think this is over?" he growled, voice as cold as the winter winds. "You've only just begun to unravel the fabric of our pack. I will not allow a weak Omega to tarnish our legacy." Alina's heart raced, dread pooling in her stomach. Kale stepped forward, a fierce protector in the light of the moon. "You will not tear us apart, Father. Alina and I will fight for our pack, for each other. Our love is stronger than your traditions." The former Alpha's lips curled into a wicked smile, a glint of danger in his eyes. "Love? You think love will shield you from the true nature of our world? I will make you regret this choice." Alina felt a chill run down her spine, the weight of his threat heavy in the air. But she felt KL's hand on her shoulder, grounding her amidst the chaos. Together, they had faced the storm, and together, they would face whatever darkness lay ahead. "Whatever you bring, we stand united," Kale declared, voice strong and unwavering. "This is our destiny." As the moon shone down, a guardian of their law and fate, Alina felt the strength of their bond pulsing through her veins. They were warriors, destined to claim their place against the shadows that sought to tear them apart. Together, they would fight, and love would always be their greatest weapon. The night felt alive around Alina, the air thick with unspoken threats and flickering shadows as KL's father advanced, the former alpha moving as though the very forest parted for him. Kale stood tall beside her, his protective stance radiating strength, but Alina felt a tremor of fear deep within. "You think you can defy me?" KL's father sneered, his voice dripping with disdain. "You've brought shame upon this pack, a mere Omega, claiming a title she has no right to bear." "I may be an Omega, but my heart is fierce, and my bond with Kale is one that even you cannot break," the Alina replied, her voice steady despite the tempest swelling in her chest. She stepped forward, defiance igniting a fire deep within her. "I will not back down." The former Alpha's eyes darkened, flashing with contempt. "You real fool, girl. You think love shields you. I will prove to you both just how fragile that bond truly is." KL's jaw tightened, muscles coiling like springs ready to unleash their fury. "You will not threaten her, Father. I want to let you harm her with your twisted agenda. Then let us see how far your love can take you," his father growled, a cruel smile playing at the corners of his lips. I challenge you, Kale, a duel not for your title, but for her very life. If you lose, she will leave this pack. If you win, I will concede. Alina's heart plummeted, dark realization creeping in. Kale, you can't fight him, not like this. Hannah clutched at her throat and she grasped his arm, desperation flooding her senses. He is your father, he knows you better than anyone. Exactly, Kale responded, his voice low and determined. He knows I would do anything to protect you, Alina. I want he let him take you away, not now, not ever. Kale's father stepped closer, the forest itself seeming to shudder under his presence. I will enjoy watching you fail, son. You think an Omega can stand beside you? She is weak, and she will fall. Alina felt her chest tighten at the words, but she stood firm, drawing strength from the bond they shared. I may not be as powerful as you, but I have the spirit of our ancestors within me. I fought for my place, and I will not let your hatred define my worth. Enough. Kale's voice boomed, reverberating through the trees as he stepped forward. This is more than a duel. This is about our future, our pack's future. I choose to fight for love, for unity against your tyrannical ways. The night crackled with tension, and the pack around them sensed the gravity of the moment. Alina could feel their eyes upon her, some still uncertain, but others filled with a new respect. The air was thick with anticipation, and she took a deep breath, channeling the strength of her ancestors. Kale, she whispered, reaching for his hand. You don't have to do this. We can leave together. His golden eyes softened, but determination flared within them. I can run from this. You are my heart, and I will not allow my father's darkness to overshadow our love. With a final, heart-wrenching squeeze of her hand, Kale stepped forward, preparing himself for the coming battle. Alina felt her heart race, the primal instincts of the wolves around them echoing a deep-seated understanding. Love was both a weapon and a shield. As Kale faced his father, the clearing fell into silence. The former Alpha's eyes glinted with malice, and he lunged, teeth bared, a ruthless predator seeking to reclaim his dominion. Kale sidestepped swiftly, countering with a powerful swipe of his paw, the clash of their bodies resonating through the night. Alina's breath hitched in her throat as she watched the two wolves grapple with each other. Kale's movements were fluid, but his father's experience lent him a brutal edge. This struggle felt like a tempest, raw and unyielding, each blow echoing the heartache of their conflicted bond. Remember who you are, Kale, she shouted, her voice a beacon amidst the chaos. You are the alpha of this pack, and your heart is stronger than any tradition. With every affirmation she uttered, Kale fought harder, channeling the strength of their love into each strike. But Alina could see the toll it took on him, each blow wearing him down. The former alpha was relentless, a dark storm determined to break the light. Is this really the best you can do, Kale? His father taunted, his voice laced with venom. How can you protect your mate when you can't even defeat your own blood? Alina felt the fight surge within her, igniting a fierce light in her soul. Kale, fight for us, for our pack! Her voice rang out, weaving through the tension, wrapping around Kale like an invisible tether. With a roar, Kale surged forward, fueled by her words. The connection pulsed like a heartbeat, a lifeline that bridged the chasm between them. He pivoted, dodging another blow and countering with a swift kick, sending his father reeling back. You will not control my fate. Kale growled, his voice low and fierce. Our love is our strength, and I will fight for it until my last breath. Alina's heart soared, pride flooding her chest as she watched him reclaim his power. In that moment, she realized that love was their greatest weapon, a force that could shatter the chains of tradition and rewrite their destinies. But the former alpha wasn't finished. With a snarl, he charged, eyes burning with rage. This isn't over, Kale. You think you can defy me? You've only unleashed your own destruction. With renewed ferocity, Kale faced his father, muscles coiling as he prepared to strike. I stand with my mate, and I will protect her. My heart will not falter. The struggle intensified, the two wolves clashing with primal fury. Kale was fierce and agile, but his father's experience was evident. Each strike felt like a blow to Alina's heart, each growl a reminder of the stakes at hand. Kale, please, she pleaded, desperation tinging her voice. You can do this, remember our bond. In that moment of connection, Kale found his footing, a surge of energy coursing through him. He lunged, catching his father off guard, pinning him down with a fierce growl. I will not let you tear us apart. Alina watched, heart and throat, as the pack erupted in howls, the tension in the air crackling with anticipation. For a moment, the former alpha's defiance flickered, and Alina dared to hope. With a final, powerful surge, Kale pushed his father down, asserting his dominance. Yield, he commanded, voice steady and resolute. The former alpha snarled, but the fight was leaving him, uncertainty creeping into his gaze. You may have won this battle, but I will return. I will not let a weak Omega dictate the fate of our pack. Alina's heart raced, the tension in the air shifting as the pack rallied around Kale, respect and loyalty blooming within their ranks. Kale released his father, standing tall. You will never take her from me. She's my Luna, and our bond will be the foundation of our pack's future. As dawn broke over Crescent Hollow, the first light of day fell across the clearing, illuminating their triumph. Kale turned to Alina, breathless and fierce, the bond between them glowing like a beacon. You did it, she whispered, tears of relief streaming down her cheeks. You stood up for us. He reached for her, pulling her close, their hearts beating in sync. It was never just me, that's our love that fought today, Alina. You are my heart, my strength. She gazed into his golden eyes, filled with a mix of fierce determination and tender love. You are my everything, Kale. Together, we allow build a future that honors our love and our pack. As they stood united, the forest around them shimmering with the energy of their bond, Alina knew that their love was not merely a flicker in the night. It was a blazing fire, a force that could withstand any storm, illuminating their path through the shadows. Together, they would face the world, a testament to the power of love, destiny, and the unbreakable bond they share. The dawn stretched its golden fingers across Crescent Hollow, illuminating the forest in a cascade of warm light. As the sun broke through the last remnants of night, Alina stood beside Kale, her heart still racing from the tumultuous battle that had just unfolded. The shadows of conflict clung to the air, but now, beneath the brightening sky, there was the sweet promise of hope. Can you believe it? Kale breathed, his golden eyes sparkling with triumph and disbelief. We did it, Alina, together. He turned to her, and in that moment, the world around them faded into insignificance. She could feel the weight of their shared victory, a triumph not just over his father but over the very struggles that had threatened to tear them apart. I always believed in us, she replied softly, stepping closer to him. The warmth of his body ignited a fierce pride within her, a reminder of their bond that had been forged in fire and tested by darkness. But we have so much to face ahead of us, your father. Kale's expression hardened. He won't stop until he thinks he can tear us apart. This isn't over. Alina shivered at the thought, instinctively reaching for his hand. But we are stronger now. We prove that love can conquer even the darkest traditions, she urged, her voice steady. We can rally the pack. We can show them what love truly means. Let us gather them, Kale said, determination sharpening his features. We need to show them that the future of Crescent Hollow lies in unity, not in fear. As they walked towards the clearing where the pack had gathered, Alina felt the weight of every gaze upon her, the whispers that had once been laced with doubt now tinged with respect. She stood taller, heart swelling with pride, yet uncertainty gnawed at her. Will they follow us? She murmured, glancing at Kale. After everything that has happened, will they truly accept me as their Luna? They will, he replied, his confidence unwavering. I wouldn't have fought for you otherwise. The pack gathered in a semicircle, their expressions a mixture of awe and apprehension, each member acutely aware of the tension that had rippled through their ranks. Kale stepped forward, his powerful presence commanding silence. Crescent Hollow, he began, his voice steady. I stand before you, not just as your alpha, but as a man who has chosen his mate, a mate who has proven to be stronger than any tradition that binds us. The murmurs rippled through the pack, and Alina felt her heart race. She braced herself as Kale continued. Alina is not just an Omega, she is a warrior, one who fought for our love, for our pack, and she deserves your respect. We need to embrace change, Alina added, stepping beside him, her voice unwavering. Tradition is important, but so is love. Together, we can create a pack that thrives on unity, not division. A voice broke through the crowd, a familiar figure emerging from the shadows. It was the younger wolf who had challenged Kale, his expression one of begrudging respect mixed with lingering doubt. But can an Omega truly lead? Can she bear the weight of our future? Alina locked eyes with him, feeling the challenge in his tone. I may not have the strength of an alpha, but I have the heart of one. I will fight for every single one of you, as Kale did for me. Isn't that what being a Luna truly means? The pack shifted, uncertainty mingling with intrigue. Kale stepped closer to her, a fierce protector. Alina has earned her place beside me. She has proven that her spirit is unyielding. Who among you could stand against that? Slowly, the murmur shifted from uncertainty to acceptance, and a ripple of agreement began to spread. One by one, the pack members raised their voices, calling out her name in a chorus of newfound respect. Alina, Luna, Kale, and Alina. The chants filled the clearing, reverberating through the trees, and Alina felt tears prick at her eyes. She grasped Kale's hand, feeling the warmth of their bond solidify around them. "We did it," she whispered, overwhelmed by the surge of acceptance. "They believe in us." But as the jubilant howls rang out, the shadows stirred once more. A figure emerged from the tree line, cloaked in darkness, the air thickening with danger. The former Alpha, Kale's father, stepped into the clearing, malice glinting in his eyes. "So you think you've won? You've only begun to unravel the fabric of our pack?" His voice was a low growl, each word dripping with contempt. Alina felt her heart plunge. "We're stronger than your hatred," she declared, stepping forward, her voice steady despite the chill that ran down her spine. "You will not break us." Kale's posture shifted, the fierce protector awakening within him. "This is not your fight anymore, father. You've lost. I will not allow you to manipulate us or this pack any longer." The former Alpha chuckled darkly, his eyes narrowing. "You think love can shield you from the true nature of our world? You're foolish to believe that an Omega will ever be fit to lead alongside you." Kale stepped forward, unwavering. "Alina is my mate, and I will not allow you to tarnish our bond. You do not define her worth. Our love will shape our destiny, not your tyranny." With a sneer, the former Alpha lunged, a flash of teeth and fury as he aimed to take control once more. Kale shifted into his wolf form, muscles rippling as he met his father's attack head-on. The clash of claws and fangs echoed through the clearing, a primal dance of power and defiance. "Gale," Alina shouted, panic flooding her voice. "Stay strong, remember our bond." She watched as the two wolves grappled, their movements a chaotic whirlwind of strength and skill. Gale was fierce, but his father's experience lent him an edge that was hard to match. Every strike felt like a blow to her heart as she witnessed the ferocity of their struggle, the love and pain intertwined. In the midst of their battle, Kale caught her gaze, and for a fleeting moment she saw the vulnerable man behind the fierce Alpha. "Alina," he called, voice strained. "Stay strong for me." "I am here, Kale," she replied, her heart soaring with determination. "I believe in you. You fighting for us, for a future." With renewed vigor, Kale surged forward, tackling his father with a powerful growl. The clearing was filled with the sounds of their struggle, but as the fight wore on, it became clear that Kale was growing weary. Shadows loomed over him, and Alina could feel the weight of despair creeping in. "Kale, you can do this," she cried out, her voice piercing through the chaos. "You are stronger than tradition. Fight for our love." The primal instincts of the forest echoed around her, a chorus of energy that surged through their bond. Kale's golden eyes met hers once more, fierce determination igniting within him. He lunged forward, channeling the power of their love into a final, mighty strike that sent his father crashing to the ground. With a roar, Kale stood tall, pinning the former Alpha beneath him. "Yield," he commanded, voice echoing through the clearing, filled with strength and conviction. The former Alpha's eyes flashed with anger, but the fight was leaving him. "You may have won this battle, Kale, but the war is far from over. I will return, and when I do, I will make sure you regret this choice." With that, he withdrew, a dark cloud retreating into the shadows of the forest. Alina felt a rush of relief wash over her, but the tension lingered in the air. As the pack erupted into howls of triumph around them, Kale turned to her, his expression fierce yet tender. "You did it, Alina. You stood with me, fought with me. Together, we are unstoppable." Alina's heart soared, tears streaming down her cheeks as she stepped forward, enveloping him in a fierce embrace. "I will always fight for us, Kale, for our love, our pack, and our future." As they stood together, a beacon of hope amidst the remnants of darkness, the sun rose higher in the sky, illuminating the path ahead. They had weathered the storm together, their love a fierce flame that would guide them through any challenge that lay ahead. But deep in the shadows of the forest, a new threat loomed, one that could shatter the peace they had fought so hard to claim. Unbeknownst to them, the former Alpha's dark intentions were just beginning to unfold, and the battle for the heart of Crescent Hollow was far from over. "Whatever comes next, we'll face it together," Kale whispered, pressing his forehead against hers, their bond radiating warmth and strength. "Our love will guide us through the darkness." With the dawn breaking around them, Alina knew that together they could conquer any challenge, their hearts forever intertwined in a dance of destiny and love. As the pack gathered around them, their voices merging into a single powerful chant, she felt the magic of their bond, a force that would guide them as